What's going on, everyone? How are you doing today? My name is the Leaping Lemur, and before we get into this video, if you could please like, comment, and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. It really helps in the algorithm. Y'all, Daniel Larson just can't stop. From threatening the FBI to believing in a fake AI phone call of Grace VanderWaal, Daniel has been going through delusions quicker than toothbrushes, folks. Today is no different. Not only has Daniel been going crazier than ever, he's also been banned on TikTok. Probably because he threatened the FBI last week. I mean, what did he expect to happen? I'm surprised he wasn't kicked off the platform after being caught texting a minor. Either way, let's look at Daniel's final TikTok videos.
I now have over $300 in my company savings and growing. You don't like me. I have Jefferson County Court set for tomorrow. I have just received a call from Dexter about a possible reality show that I will be on.
So, pretty normal Daniel Larson schizo posting, right? He talks about being able to get a hotel room and how Dexter is his new manager. But in one of these videos, I heard some weird shit. I'm gonna play it back with the volume up so y'all can hear it too. It almost sounds like somebody's whispering. Just listen.
You don't like me. I have Jefferson County Court set for tomorrow.
So at first I thought I was going crazy, but the more I listen, the more I hear whispers saying some weird shit. I can't even think of what it could be. I mean, y'all can comment your theories, but I literally can't think of why it would be edited in the video or how his mic would just pick that up. Maybe his schizophrenic delusions are so strong that it's coming through the camera. Anyway, let's move on to some more weird stuff that Daniel's been posting on his account. We all know that yesterday Grace broke up with Daniel, but the trolls also convinced Daniel that Jacob Sartorius is dating Grace now. This saga continues as Daniel still is focused strongly on Grace, to the point where it's becoming concerning. Grace should be aware that Daniel is looking into seeing her, but I'm getting ahead of myself. This all started when Daniel writes, "I just canceled my engagement plans for this summer with Grace VanderWaal," with a broken heart emoji at the end. Daniel doesn't stop there. From then on out, Daniel is heavily focused on him and Grace. He follows that up by writing, "Tina and I are confused with what Grace VanderWaal is doing." Soon enough, Daniel's confusion will fade to anger as Daniel starts to truly believe he was cheated on. He later writes, "Grace VanderWaal is about to be in extreme trouble with Tina VanderWaal when she gets home from the hospital." Later, we figure out exactly why Grace is in the hospital, but for some reason, Daniel doesn't initially explain it. He then follows that up with writing about his experience in court, saying, "I just got yelled at by the judge because they are calling me and Grace delusional. It's hard to say if this truly happened, but if it did, it was deserved. I hope some kind of authorities do find out about this obsession with Grace. It's starting to become super concerning." He then goes back to talking about being cucked by Jacob Sartorius, writing, "Grace VanderWaal is telling me that she didn't use birth control last night, and for me not to tell Tina VanderWaal that she might get pregnant with Jacob Sartorius after cheating on me. I wonder who's doing all this shit because it's truly sick. This is going too far. It's one thing to make up a fake person or to use some meme to mess with Daniel, but this is real celebrities. It's highly dangerous. I'm not even trying to be high and mighty or anything. Fuck with Daniel all you want, but what did Grace ever do to anyone?" Then we finally get to figure out why Grace was in the hospital with Daniel writing, "Tina VanderWaal just hit Grace because she cheated on me." This is where shit begins to get crazy, folks, as Daniel starts to post fake Tina's text straight to his community tab, following that up with this long text reading, "I beat the crap out of her for cheating on you, but that's as far as it's going for now, because Jacob has housing and he doesn't call Grace names. Daniel, you called her names and you're mean to her, and when you thought she broke up with you and she didn't, you dropped housing. Jacob thinks before he acts." Then Daniel starts saying some really concerning things, writing, "I just hit Bob so hard he is limping because of Grace VanderWaal cheating on me." I doubt that this actually happened, but the fact that Daniel has these ideas in his head are concerning, especially as we see Daniel Daniel starts to form his plan to meet up with Grace. After learning about Grace being in the hospital, Daniel starts to ask for donations to go see her, providing his Venmo link in writing. Please donate for an emergency trip to see Grace VanderWaal in the hospital. Then Daniel posts a text from the medical assistant's point of view, with that post reading, "This is the medical assistant. I'm assisting the doctor in putting her cast both of her hands. Tina and her daughter Grace are both in the hospital. I do not know what floor Grace is on or her condition. I just know it looked really bad. I do not know when she will be released, probably not for several days. We're keeping Tina overnight, possibly longer if her heart keeps acting up. This phone is about to die and she did not bring a charger." This shit's crazy, folks. I mean, Daniel really believes that Grace and Tina are in the hospital. But if you thought that this is the end, you are gravely mistaken. Just a little bit later, Daniel writes, "I'm dating Grace VanderWaal again according to Tina VanderWaal." And then after this, Daniel goes right back to wanting to get engaged to Grace. Shit, he's even gonna raise Jacob's kid as his own. I mean, he doesn't give a fuck. Daniel continues speaking about the engagement, writing, "I'm working on Grace and my engagement plans with Tina VanderWaal." For a while, Daniel continues his normal schizo posting, going from being angry at Grace one second to planning their engagement the next. A little bit later in the day, Daniel continues speaking about their engagement, writing, "I just bought Grace VanderWaal an engagement ring from Macy's." Lastly, Daniel writes, "I'm going to be on AGT." He also adds some clarification in the comments, replying 2 times, writing, "Grace wanted me to, I guess, propose to her with the wedding ring that Tina was going to pay for, and now it's our engagement. But probation won't let me until everything is sorted out, which I'm working on, but Grace keeps claiming that things are not happening fast enough, and unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. And Tina has told me and Grace that she needs to calm down, and I guess Grace got angry last night and did some things with Jacob behind everyone's back, and is now, I guess, creating a family and probation conflict because Grace doesn't listen." So folks, it seems as though Daniel is gonna head down to Pasadena to meet up with Grace. I mean, he seems pretty confident in this engagement, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Anyway, y'all, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video and want to support the channel, please consider becoming a member for just $2.99. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.